Hello everybody, I'm GHG and welcome back to this tutorial series. And in today's episode we are going to make a start at our chest locker plugin. As you can see, I've already created a new plugin and I've registered events to a lock listener class that implements a listener. And what lock listener is going to do, it is going to open up a GUI, like a pin GUI that which you can put in numbers to open up the chest. So it will, when you place a chest down, it will ask you to put in a pin and then press accept, and then when you want to open the chest you have to put it in again. And that way nobody that does not know the pin can enter your chest. So to get started you need to create an event handler, of course, for public void on player place chest. It's going to be a block place event, and then of course just call it E, and then if get placed block placed dot get type equals material dot chest, then we are going to open the locker. So open locker with the player, of course, get player, and then we are going to open it. So after that, what you want to do is you want to make a open locker void. So we're going to do public inventory open locker. We will change that over there, open locker, and it's going to take a player p, and then just a little bit for another episode, location lock. I'm going to explain that later. And what's going to be is going to be inventory locker equals bucket dot create inventory, and the owner is going to be null. The size is going to be 45, and the name is going to be checkcolor.gold plus locker. And of course you all know how to make a inventory. And what we are going to do for int I, because I do not want to manually set every single item, since we're going to use wool blocks with data values, that the pin things have different colors. And we're going to do int I equals 0, I below 10, because it's going to be 9 numbers, 10 numbers I mean, you have 0 till 9, and then I'm going to do I plus plus over here. And inside of here, let me just first implement all the other stuff. Open locker player, we will change that later. Inside of here I'm going to create a new item stack. It's going to be the number, or the pin item stack material dot wool. And then if you should know, otherwise check out the video I do on item stacks and item mats and that kind of stuff. So you know 1, and then byte I is gonna set the color. Okay, then we are going to get the item meta, and it's going to be the number meta with a capital, and it's going to be number dot get item meta. And then we are going to do number meta dot set display name, because we want to know what thing it is. So aqua, I like that color, plus that, and then plus I, so that it's going to be the number. Okay, so and then of course last thing, you need to set the item meta to number meta. Okay, now we need to assign them to a certain slot, because you want them to assign really nicely. And I'm just going to show you how I do that. So in slot equals 0, I've simplified it. If I equals 0, so that means we are dealing with number 0. Slot is equals 40, and that's going to be in the bottom middle of our inventory. Else if I is below or equals 3, then what we are going to do, slot equals 11 plus I, you will see this will work. And else if I is below or equals 6, then what we are going to do is slot equals 20 plus I minus 3. And I will just show you, this will just work. You don't have to understand it, because it's like counting with the numbers in the inventory slots. If you do not understand it, by the way, you can check out my inventory slot video, or any inventory video. I will explain inventory slots there. So below equals 9, and what we are going to do, slot equals 29 plus I minus 6 over here. Okay, and then of course what we want to do is locker dot set item, and int is going to be slot, since we are going to implement slot over there, and over here it is going to be number, because that will be the number. And of course I said there should be an accept button as well, so outside of the for loop what we are going to do is we are just going to create a confirm button or an accept button. It's going to be a new item stack, and it's going to be of material dot glass stained glass pane. It's going to be 1, and it's going to be byte 5 for a lime color. And then just do item meta confirm meta, because we want to set a custom name, of course, equals confirm dot get item meta. And then we want to set display name to chat color dot green plus accept, of course. I just do it in all caps because it looks better. And then confirm dot set item meta to confirm meta. And of course, last but not least, we want to add it to the inventory. So locker dot set item, and last slot in a 45 sized inventory is going to be 44. Since Java starts to count at 0, we're going to add confirm. And of course we can also add a little back button. So just copy this over here, just do back over here. Red, the color red is going to be byte 14, and it's going to be back meta equals back dot get item meta, and just change it all over here, back meta, and over here it's going to be back, like to erase a number, and then back over here as well, and back. And then locker set item 44 back. Of course we want to take 8 away, so it's going to be 36 over here. So, and now change this over here. Open locker is going to return an inventory. So what we want to do is e.get player dot open inventory. And then what we want to do is open locker e.get player, and of course we want to give e.get placed block dot get placed block dot get location. Oh wait. E.get block placed, I mean .get location. Okay, that way all the errors will go away. And of course what we need to do over here afterwards, after that we set the whole inventory, we need to return it. So return locker. Okay, that will open up the inventory, but now we can still click inside of that inventory, and we do not want the player to be able to take out the items that are in the inventory of the pin thing. So what we are going to do is we are going to add a new event handler, and it's going to be a public void on player click a number, click number, and it's going to be inventory click event e. And we first need to check if e.get inventory .get title equals chat color .gold, because we only want this to apply to our locker inventory. And what we then want to do is set cancel to true, and we only want the code to run when we actually click inside the locker inventory. So what we can do is we can check the raw slot, so it will return the raw slot, and if that equals to e.get slot, it means that we clicked in the top inventory. And we also need to check if e.get current item is not equal to null, so that we did not click on any empty slots. And we also need to check if e.get current item .get type dot equals material dot air, because if it's air we cannot check anything from it. Okay, so now we can get the item stack that we clicked on. So clicked equals e.get clicked get current item, I mean get current item, and yeah, get current item, come on. And what we want to do is we want to check if it's a stained glass pane. But yeah, stained glass pane. So what we are going to do, if clicked dot get type dot equals material dot stained glass pane. And what we want to do then is check the name of the item. So if clicked dot get item meta dot get display name, we do not have to check if it has meta or display name, because we actually know what kind of items there are in the inventory. So back over here, and then we just because the actual code to make it run is going to be done in the next episode. So we're just going to get who clicked and send them a message that says back, and then we can just copy this code over here, because we can just do else we clicked on the other item. So let's remove this over here, else, and then we're gonna do accept, because there are only 2 glass panes inside of the inventory. But what if the player clicked on a number? Well, what we want to do is we want to display the numbers in the top 9 slots. So we first need to check if they did not click on any of those display things. So else, over here we are going to do if e.get raw slot, because we need to know the raw slot is higher than 8. Then we know that we clicked on a number, actually an actual number. e.get who clicked dot send message, and then what we're going to do is clicked.get item meta.get display name, because we want to send them what kind of number they did. And yeah, in the next maybe in the next episode we are going to actually make it appear in the inventory. And that's actually it for the starting episode of the locked chest plugin. And let's go check this out on the server. So we're inside Minecraft now, started the server, and let's go take a look at our beautiful chest plugin. And as you can see, if I place down a chest, it will open this beautiful thing, and I cannot click. If I click on I mean, it should be the other way around. I did not change it correctly, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the challenge for today's video, is fix my code. And if you can see, as you can see, I click on the numbers, they work correctly. I'll just put down the correct code in the paste bin, and we work with the correct code next episode. So, hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you got any feedback or suggestions, down below in the comment section or in the description box, you will find a link to the Discord channel, which you can ask questions or answer other people their questions. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.